Good morning, Chasm listeners. This is Kelly Molitor coming to you from the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District, here to bring you your weekend conservation report. So this weekend I would like to talk to you about several events that are going to be coming up in our area that you can feel free to attend. So the first one I would like to discuss is the nitrogen smart workshops that are taking place across Minnesota this winter. We have several coming up in the area. The first being held in Little Falls at the Area Chamber of Commerce on Tuesday, February 11th. The second being in Annandale at St. John's Lutheran Church on Friday, February 28th. And the third at the Wilmer Conference Center in Wilmer on Monday, March 2nd. Just a couple things about this program. It is an educational program for producers that presents fundamentals for maximizing economic return on nitrogen investments while minimizing nitrogen losses. The trainings are presented by the University of Minnesota Extension and are funded by the Minnesota Corn Growers and are hosted by the Minnesota Agriculture Water Resource Center. Pre-registration is not required and there is no registration fee, so feel free to show up if you're able to either or any of the workshops really. Each workshop offers a morning and afternoon session. The morning session begins at 9 a.m. and that'll be covering the fundamentals session, basically talking about sources of nitrogen for crops, how nitrogen is lost from soil and how you can reduce losses, how to manage nitrogen and drainage systems, what the nutrient reduction strategy and nitrogen fertilizer management plan mean for Minnesota producers, and how practices to refine nitrogen management, including split applications, alternative N fertilizers, and soil and tissue testing and N models. The afternoon session is going to begin at 1, and that is the Advanced Nitrogen Smart session, and it's going to be available to returning participants that have attended the fundamentals session in the past or to new participants that attended this morning fundamentals course. So we hope you can make it out to one of those. The next event that's going to be coming up I would like to talk about is the Nitrogen Minnesota's Grand Challenge and Compelling Opportunity Conference. That is going to be held on Tuesday, February 18th. This will be at the Arrowwood Conference Center in Alexandria, beginning at 8:30 a.m. So there's going to be kind of a wide range of topics and speakers throughout this event. Some of the topics that are going to be covered include lessons learned in 2019, opportunities for 2020, the importance of urban and non-urban nutrient reductions, evaluating N stabilizers, irrigation and nitrogen management for profitable corn production, groundwater quality protection, cover crops and additions and soil health, and many more. There's going to be talks from people from the University of Minnesota, MPCA, Minnesota Department of Ag, North Dakota State University, and this is going to be brought to you in part by the University of Minnesota Extension and also the Minnesota Agriculture Water Resource Center. So we hope you can attend that event. I believe there is also a $20 registration fee, and that I believe includes a meal. The next event I would like to talk to you about is the Irrigators Association of Minnesota. They're going to be having their 45th anniversary for their convention. It's going to be held on Thursday, February 28th at the Community Center in Freeport, Minnesota. Registration begins at 8:30, and there will be a $25 at the door for registration or $30 for non-member, which includes refreshments and a noon meal. There'll be kind of some talks on irrigation research, some updates on that. There'll be a Land O'Lakes representative there talking about the program Sustain. They'll have their annual meeting where you can meet their IAM lobbyist, and lunch and visiting with the exhibitors that are going to be presenting there and have some booths there. So we hope you can make it out to that if you're a fellow irrigator. Also, last one that we're going to talk about today is the Central Minnesota Farm Show is coming to our area February 25th through the 26th at the Rivers Edge Convention Center. So 2 full days to come out and visit the show. There'll be over 370 booths and 200 vendors, including a booth with our Stearns Soil and Water Conservation Office, which will be also in part with Benton and Sherburne SWCD office as well. So we hope you can come out and visit with us for a little bit. Our own Chasm radio station will be broadcasting live from the showroom there. They'll also be offering free daily keynote speakers and topics on the hour, and also free coffee and donuts from 9 to 11 and cookies and milk from 2 to 3 p.m. Also a long list and very good speakers coming to our way at this farm show this year. There's going to be talks from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day. So some of the topics that they're going to be talking about are Fish and Wildlife Service, wetland easements, debt collection 101, discuss the regional farm economy, white mold management, did you know propane safety, markets and risk management, and also addressing farm stress. So as you can tell, there's going to be some good talks. And we really hope that you can attend at least some of these events that are going to be coming up in our area. They're certainly worth it, just to learn some new information and talk with your neighbors and local landowners and learn something new. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and thanks for listening.